But then how did you get trust to come back to, because you've then have created a safety net, which is a mindset of by doing this 9 to 5, even with the overtime, I'm able to build a nest, and I can trust that this is tangible. But
Well,
then,
guess what? It was a lot easier coming back the
oh,
second time because now I knew that I could survive without this.
okay,
Once you survive, when people tell you, "Oh, you ain't going to do shit. You ain't going to do nothing." I actually was living a very modest, peaceful life without it. So I'm like, okay. So if we do this again, I get to make a little bit more money and I'm on point now. So I know if something else happens, I can go this way again.
mm,
At least I got a pot now
mm,
and I know what to do with the pot.
yeah,
See, before I didn't know what to do with the pot because
yeah,
it was
yeah,
barely there. So, so even money and it just started looking different, and even today, like I'm a saver.
okay,
I'm scared to spend money, like I can if I want to, but I don't want to. That's not the desire for me
yeah,
anymore.
yeah.
Like I'm 30 years in the game and not anything to show for it.
Mm,
Like I was just telling, a few people the other day, we was on this three-way call, and I was like, it's so sad that a lot of these artists have to work because they have to and not because they want to. We've
yeah,
been doing it 30 years, ain't got shit to show for it.
yeah,
We should all have our homes paid for. Like it should. Why? Why? Why are we still doing this? Because we have to, and not because we want to.
yeah. So coming back now, because as we're wrapping up, because I know you guys, I mean, you're headlining festivals. Yeah, I mean, I saw the stuff you guys did in New York. You'll be going to Atlanta. Stadiums are full. So everyone's singing along and stuff. And it's like it's almost, and people rightly celebrate you guys as one of our premier R&B groups that have been. Does the touring become like, yep, we're going to just enjoy our touring? Is there any, not pressure, but is any desire to record new music, or do you think, well, there's no real point, we just enjoy doing the touring and using our catalog?
Well, sometimes you feel like what's the use of recording music when we're doing what we need to do? They love those older records. They love those records. And sometimes I just think that's what they want. That's what they want to hear. Because we've done other records before, but I mean, it was just kind of lukewarm because we was with a label that was smaller than the group that they signed. You know what I mean? We were actually bigger than our label, so they didn't know what to do with us. But yeah. Sometimes I don't think it's a desire anymore. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
Because you've been doing this for so long, and you've been doing it the same way for so long. And the only thing that will make a difference is the money have to change. That's it. That's it. Because now it's time for a lot of 90s artists to get fruits of their labor,
Mm.
you know? And I'm ready for my fruit. I sacrificed a lot for this shit. I'm ready to see some fruit, some real fruit.
Yeah, but did you think this, since the lockdown with Pastor Mike, you guys were on it twice, and versus with Escape? Do you
Mhm.
has that opened wide more doors for you guys?
Absolutely, trust me. Like now, it ain't no nothing has slowed down. Not all. Like even before we did the verses, like we booked the whole 2020.
Wow.
And I kid you not, like, don't get me wrong, like them checks is coming in for sure. You know what I'm saying? But you know, you just feel like you just want to get what you're worth.
Yeah.
You know, you've been doing it forever. It's like, yo, I don't want yours. Give me what belonged to me.
Yeah.
It's time for, you know, we've paid some dues. Like we've done a lot. You know, so it's time for us to enjoy the fruits of our labor, as well as many other amazing artists who sacrificed to do this. And they need we need to die peacefully,
Yeah.
rich, comfortable.
Yeah.
And you know, we need it. It's so crazy because I look at these other artists and you get like a Katy Perry who's worth $300 million.
Yeah.
Yo, that shit bothers me. I'm like, well, how?
Yeah.
So, you
Yeah.
know.
No, I mean, we have Dua Lipa, Ed Sheeran, Adele. You know, they come out with 1 or 2 albums, and then they're all the multimillionaires, and you
Oh
know,
yeah.
and it's
Yeah,
just
yeah.
same record labels, and you're wondering, well, do they have different deals in place than
I just
our?
I just think they handle African American artists a little different than they handle the other artists.
Yeah.
And we don't fight for shit. We need to start fighting for stuff.
Yeah.
You know.
Would you ever do what Ashanti was doing and Taylor Swift, which is re-record?
Absolutely. That's the smart thing to do. You should own your masters. I think that's an amazing move because everybody's making money off of you. So you own your masters, you re-record your songs, and people will buy the re-recorded versions, and hoping you get it as close to the original as possible. And then, you know, that's money in your pocket. That's money in the bank.
Would you guys ever consider doing that?
Oh, we thought you. I can't tell you everything. You just digging, ain't you?
No. But it's yeah.
But absolutely, it's the smart thing to do.
Okay. Yeah.
It's the smart thing to do.
Yeah. No, and as I said, I've been, when I talk to artists, I'd say, look, don't go. Why go and do your cover version of Stevie Wonder when you can do cover versions of your own stuff that
Yeah,
you,
that I understand that. Like I'm at the point now. I ain't in that business to make nobody else rich. I am looking out for my own fucking pockets. Like I'm serious because they don't support you. They don't do, you know, they don't acknowledge you. Sometimes the industry is so cruel.
yeah.
You know, I want everybody to make their money. I want everybody to be able to have, you know, generational wealth or whatever.
Yeah.
But I'm at the point now in my life, I have to think about me.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like I'm in a second, third quarter of life. Shit, it's gonna be over for me. God only promised us 70 years. I got damn near.
You got another 50, don't worry. At least.
Like, but you know, I mean, hey, it's time for us to just sit on the beach and drink a pineapple cranberry juice mix with
Yeah.
cherries.
Well, you know what? When Michael was told he had 50 shows in London, and he, I bought a ticket, and sadly he passed before he could come. But we heard that he actually was not happy that they were giving him that many shows, because we're so used to seeing him on stage, not realizing how much of a strain it is. And I think a lot of us didn't understand why artists were performing in the later years without realizing that the money, that's the livelihood and stuff.
Listen. It's a check. It is all about the check. These people do not like you. Half of them don't love you. They don't know. Half of the people at my label right now don't know if we dead or alive. It is about the money. You are not a person. You have a product that they can milk and make money from. See, people don't know we the last ones that get paid. We pay everybody else. We the last, we get the crumbs. I mean, the crumbs don't look like y'all crumbs, but they nice crumbs, but never ends the way it starts off.
Wow. Wow.
You know. So,
Wow. I think as we wrap up, because I know we've been doing it for a while, but what can we expect in 2022? Because I know that you've got the jazz festival. Is that the one in New Orleans or
oh, that's the one in Miami.
Miami?
You
You
see that?
yeah. So you got a jazz festival in Miami with her and Miss
Mary.
Miss Mary J, which is such an amazing billing. I mean, couldn't how did you what?
So excited about that. I am, I'm a woman that loves a good story. And when I see Mary and how she's grown, like I think about 20 something years ago, people would say little things about her and question her gift. And I never, ever questioned her gift. Mary is so amazing to me. And she showed everybody that she can stand, and she has. So she's an inspiration to me. And with her as well, like I'm learning a lot from a lot of these younger artists,
Hmm.
you know, and that's the truth. So I'm excited about everything that's going on.
That's a big show. I mean, what do you guys have any other things planned for 2022 that you want to share? I mean, concerts or tours?
Well, we have just know that it's our 30th anniversary.
Whoa.
So all I can say is that you stay tuned.
Okay. Okay. Are we going to see you in the UK? Or because I mean, I'm here in the UK, the
I
US.
hope. I love the UK. I love me some London. I love England. Actually, I got a friend that live over there too, but I love it over there. I wish they would have us back.
Yeah, I
I
mean,
wish
uh,
they have.
po- to- I mean, we're struggling with COVID now, but I know in the summer, it's I don't dabble with the promotion side, but I'm sure you guys are always headline. Um,
Oh
if
yeah, most of the time, yeah.
Wow, no, it would yeah, that's the one thing I miss about being in the States that I don't get to see you guys. But it, so we may see you do a lot of celebrate your 30th anniversary on the road. Are you any follow up from with as an author? Um, are you going to do any other writing?
Absolutely. Writing has become really special to me. Like I said, this is my first offering right here. I regret the day I lost my virginity. You're not your past. And this was like the first book that I ever wrote. So I'm working on um, an erotica book right now.
Okay.
Like it sounds crazy, but it's really like, because women don't really talk about sexual things without feeling uncomfortable. And the name of the audio book is The Many Faces of Sister Hot Pussy. So it's a collage of a whole lot of different stories and situations that women face that are sexual or not. Like it could be a thought, it could be something that they acted on. But these are professional women who just tap into their sexuality. And I don't know why we're so afraid to talk about sex. You know what I'm saying? We're so afraid and we think people are going to look at us some type of way, but that's not what it is. But so I have an audio erotica book coming like ASAP, and it's called The Many Faces of Sister Hot Pussy. And then I'm going to start writing my book based on my life during the quarantine.
Wow.
Yeah. So I love this writing. I love owning my shit. I just love it. I
Yeah.
enjoy it. And also, I want to do a transitional home in honor of my mom, and I put that out there before. And it's called Margaret's Linen Room. That was my mom's name. And for single mothers, and single parents. And I just want to do something for women that's
Yeah.
going to, you know, because you have a lot of women who are married to men, and when they break up with the man, they in the street, they're homeless. So I want to provide a transitional home for them so that they can have some type of comfort and learn the skills that they need to learn to survive.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. I mean, I know that your website has the book and also has some of your merchandise as well.
Mhm.
So when we're putting this out, we'll definitely put the link to that so people can click
Yes, I'm
on.
rebranding. It's called Cutie in a Hoodie. And that was inspired because I'm a girl that loves a hoodie. Like, I think hoodies are fly. And
Yeah.
also, you know, women are now dressing hoodies up and down. Like, I could rock this with some leggings and some pumps now, you know. So I just felt like there is always something that you can, like a conversation you can create without even opening your mouth. And I love if I saw somebody with cutie and a hoodie on, like it would make me smile because I would feel beautiful.
Yeah.
So that was the whole, you know, the motivation to do that line. So
Okay.
yeah.
Yeah. Now I'll make sure that link is. I guess the question is, what are pumps? Because I always remember BBD saying, "Don't forget the pumps."
Heel shoes, stilettos.
Oh, so that's wow. Why would they call them pumps? Okay.
That's all.
Okay, okay. I was like, okay, pumps. Don't forget the pump. Okay, so you mean like high heels? Okay,
So we call them pump.
okay, okay. No, it's good. I didn't want to just go search on Google. I said, well, might as well ask you. So
Yeah. So they're just high heel shoes.
high heels. Okay, so that makes sense. I always end my interviews by asking my guests that if you were stuck in an elevator and it says, look, it will take about 3 hours, but while we're waiting, we'll put a movie for you. What movie would you request?
Oh man. A move. Oh, Sparkle.
Oh, okay. Which one though?
The original
Oh, the
Sparkle.
original one. Okay.
Yes, because that is so many messages in that story.
Hmm.
So it definitely, definitely be Sparkle. And
Okay.
it's one of seen it.
Yeah, no, yeah, I've seen, but it's been a long time. So I wouldn't have, and this is before I loved music, so I've
Go
seen it.
the original Sparkle. But it taught me a lot. That movie taught me a lot. And it taught me a lot about life because sometimes people have to die for somebody else to blossom.
Yeah.
And that is hands down one of my favorite movies of all time.
Wow. Wow. What would be your favorite song of all time?
Oh my gosh. Favorite song? Really? You gonna do this to me?
Yeah, I asked everybody about the favorite song.
Oh my gosh, favorite song. Mm. Now, well, okay, I have to say this. A gospel song that I love that actually changed my life was this song by Dorinda Clark Cole, one of the Clark sisters, and it's called I'm Still Here. And that was basically my testimony when
Wow.
I was a lot of the dark times or whatever.
Wow.
Always refer to that song when I feel like I'm going into a certain space, and that song kind of gives me reassurance that God is who He is all the time.
Yeah. Yeah.
That it would definitely be that song.
Wow. I know, no, before I used to ask if you were stuck in if the elevator they're about to play the movie, what song would you put? But I just realized it's best to ask you what your favorite song is and stuff. But you mentioned her being an artist that you're fond of, who's out today. A lot of us have, a lot of my audience aren't really into anything after 2000 because it seems like that, there's Jasmine Solomon, Ari Lennox. There's a lot of female artists that are out now, but some of us feel as if they sound too similar and not as distinctive as back when you guys were out. And even the material they're singing about are almost the same. As somebody who's been in the industry for about 30 years, what advice would you give to up and coming artists, R&B artists?
One piece of important advice that I would definitely give them, like I run into great, amazing singers all the time. And when I ask them, I said, well, who would you say you sound like? And some of them say Beyonce, and some of them would say, Tony Braxton, or whoever they say, they always end up sounding exactly like them. So when the song is over, I say, you are dope, you can really sing, but now let's hear what you sound like. You don't need to sound like Beyonce because we already have one. We already have a Tony Braxton. We don't need another one. What do you sound like? And I think that's the hardest thing for a lot of artists to do, is find their voice. So it would be that. Find the musician and the singer in you. Don't think you have to sound like everybody else. Don't think you have to do what everybody else is doing. Study music, all kind of music. Not just music not just R&B. Study pop, study folk music, study music. Study the top Billboard Top 100. Find out why the songs are top 10 and some songs are not. That's what I do. You got to do your homework.
Yeah. And then hire a lawyer to look after the list.
Contract. Do not get too happy about nothing. Don't get happy about the popping of the champagne. Yeah, it's exciting because everybody want to be the one that's chosen. But this is called show business. Yeah. And actually it should be business show, because the business is always going to come first. And business in this business is not always fair.
Yeah.
So
yeah. I have to appreciate your time. I mean, Woody from Drew Hill, Crazy Bone it all said the same thing about the business sound. Even Pamela Long from formerly of Total, they all said the same type of things, and we've all been educated and inspired by your story and stuff. And I definitely appreciate the time. We've probably spent almost more than 2 hours, and I know you shouted out 90 minutes.
I'm going to cut you off because I got to do another. I got to judge something on Clubhouse tonight.
Okay, no. As I said, it's been great, and I know that we, as I said, we'll make sure everyone sees your book, because the title might be. The title was really took my eye, but hearing your story, it's good that we can get more in depth, and hopefully Lifetime will definitely put something together for you guys and stuff. But I thank you for being such a sport, but also being a supporter, because as I said, I've seen you looking at a few of the shows and stuff, so I appreciate.
I do, because I'm fans of a lot of people that you interview, so I be wanting to know about them too. I be wanting to know, but but keep doing what you're doing, and we watching you. We see what you're doing.
I appreciate it. Thanks for watching. Please remember to subscribe to the channel, but most importantly, to press the notification bell, so that you can be notified when we do have a new interview. Loads to come, but thanks a lot for watching. I begin to